Hey there, I'm Jeff with CreditCards.com. Today we're covering credit cards for people with fair credit. Now, fair credit is defined by FICO, which is the most popular credit scoring company. Fair credit would be a 580 to a 669, or if you're looking at VantageScore, the other big credit scoring company, it is a 601 to a 660. Now, if you're interested in what goes into your credit score or how to improve your credit score or the difference between VantageScore and FICO, we have all sorts of guides on our website. I can link those down below in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on our site, you can easily find those guides. I think you'll find them really helpful. Now, before though you go out and apply for a credit card, I don't care what credit score you have, unless I guess you know for a fact you have excellent credit, you should definitely pull a new copy of your credit report and check up on your credit score. So the first thing is your credit report. And this is actually the information that will feed into your credit score. So if there's an error on your credit report, that'll show up in your credit score. And you can get one free copy per year per major credit bureau. So one from TransUnion, one from Equifax, and one from Experian per year. And you do that by going to annualcreditreport.com. That's the only site that's authorized by federal law. You can get one free copy again per credit bureau. You should look through your credit report and make sure there are no errors. Make sure everything is good. My wife, as an example, she pulled her credit report not that long ago and she found one bill in collections. It was a small bill. It was sub $25. It might have been like $10. I think it was an error in and of itself, and we got that cleared up, but we wouldn't have known about that had we not pulled her credit report. And so you should do that every couple of months. And if you still have one of those free copies available, you should do it before you apply for a credit card. Now, as far as looking at your credit score, you want to make sure that you are indeed in that fair range. So check up on your credit score to make sure you don't have poor credit, or that you don't surprise yourself and you have good credit and you can end up getting a better credit card. So if you don't already have access to your credit score, there are all sorts of free credit scoring services out there. We've done guides about those on our website, and I can link those down below in the description if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on our site, you can search for those. There are all sorts of services from credit card issuers and non-credit card issuers that offer free credit monitoring services. You just want to check up on that before you end up applying. And of course, when you do go out and apply for a credit card, you want to make sure that that particular credit card is designed for somebody with your credit profile. It's not always easy to do that, but we do have different guides on our websites. For example, we have a guide just for the credit cards for people with fair credit. Again, if you're on YouTube, I can link that down below in the description. For the most part, we do a pretty good job of giving an estimated or recommended credit score for particular credit cards. That way you can know if it's in your strike zone or if it's a credit card that you shouldn't apply for. But you certainly want to make sure that you're looking at credit cards that are for your credit profile. And if all else fails, if you do have fair credit, a lot of these co-branded credit cards or the retail credit cards, if you go to a department store or grocery store or a wholesale club, if they offer their own credit card, that's, the retail credit card, those usually only require fair credit. They have lower credit standards than a general use credit card. So those can be a decent option for applying for a credit card. I, for example, I think it was my second or third credit card ever. I think my first was I was an authorized user. Second, I believe was my student credit card, and third was a retail credit card. I was accepted to it. I had it for a few years. I no longer have it now, but it served its purpose because I couldn't apply for a lot of other credit cards because I was sort of in that fair range. So these co-branded store credit cards can be a good place to start. One thing to be mindful of though, is that usually the interest rate with these types of cards is higher. So if you plan to carry a balance, you should just avoid carrying a balance because it can be very expensive. Also, the rewards for that card will probably be pretty measly and brand specific, but that's okay. You're not getting the card to rack up all these rewards. You're getting it probably to improve your credit or to stretch a payable or something like that. You're not getting it to go on a major trip and build up all sorts of points and miles. But that's about it for this video. Just a quick overview of what you should be thinking about if you have fair credit. My input is, if you don't apply for like a co-branded store credit card, you get a general use credit card from one of the major credit card issuers. You want to see if that credit card can be upgraded or downgraded in the future, because eventually, hopefully, you get good credit or excellent credit, and that credit card you have now will probably have less utility to you. So you want to see if you can product exchange that or product change that to a new credit card in the same family. It's not always an option, but that can be a great way to avoid closing down lines of credit and opening up new ones. That's about it though. Of course, you can find out more information on our website, CreditCards.com. Have a great day.